In what could have been her final home game, Diana Taurasi, the WNBA's all-time leading scorer, had an emotional night as the Phoenix Mercury faced off against the Seattle Storm on Thursday. The game, an 89-70 loss for the Mercury, took on extra significance as fans and players alike realized they might be witnessing the end of an era. Late in the fourth quarter, Mercury coach Nate Tibbetts, along with teammates Brittany Griner, Natasha Cloud, and Sophie Cunningham, had to convince Taurasi to return to the court for one last moment. As chants of DT echoed through the sold-out Footprint Center, Taurasi, at 42 years old, obliged and made her way onto the floor with just over 3 minutes left. The standing ovation from the crowd was deafening, and many fans began chanting one more year in hopes of seeing the legendary player return for another season. In a brief but emotional moment, Taurasi entered the game, acknowledged the crowd with a few waves, and was then subbed out just 6 seconds later. Walking off the court, she hugged Coach Tibbetts, and then, in what could be a final farewell, she embraced her parents, Mario and Lily Taurasi, who were sitting courtside. One by one, Taurasi hugged each of her teammates, creating an atmosphere that felt like a heartfelt send-off. Although it remains unclear whether this was indeed her final home game, the night had all the hallmarks of a potential farewell. Taurasi has yet to decide her future in basketball, stating after the game, "I think once the season's over, I'll have a better idea of what it looks like for me in the future." While the Mercury still have a best-of-3 playoff series against the Minnesota Lynx, Thursday's game had a sense of finality. For weeks leading up to the game, the Mercury ran a social media campaign titled "If This Is It," preparing fans for the possibility that Taurasi's incredible career could be nearing its conclusion. The arena was draped with special commemorative shirts honoring her legacy, and during warm-ups, teammates Kalia Copper, Cloud, Cunningham, and Griner sported jerseys from various points in Taurasi's career. The game was attended by many of Taurasi's longtime friends and family, including her former coach at the University of Connecticut, Gino Auriemma, WNBA legend Sue Bird, and soccer star Megan Rapinoe. Former teammates, college friends, and even Taurasi's high school teammates made the trip to witness what could be her last game at Footprint Center. Taurasi, unaware that many of these close friends and mentors would be attending, was visibly moved by their presence. As fans and fellow players celebrated the night, one question still lingers: is this truly the end of Diana Taurasi's illustrious career, or will she return for one more season? Only time will tell, but for now, the night served as a fitting tribute to one of the greatest players in WNBA history.